Alright, y'all. I'm out in the garage. As you can see, it's starting to rain outside. I don't know if y'all can see that or tell, but it's not too bad out as far as the temp goes. It's chilly. I'd like it to be just a little bit warmer, but it is what it is. And I can work with the door open for once. Moving some of this floor dry. I pulled the cam again. I don't know if I put it on the last video, but I'm using a cam because I still got to edit it and give it to y'all. But I'm using a cam that I've had sitting on the shelf for a long time. It's much smaller than, hell, I haven't ran a cam this small since like 97, 98. So yeah. Here is, I got a brush, the oil galleys. I had some metal in here from that camshaft that got ruined, and from this, where my timing chain was. That's not too bad, so I'm gonna put a bigger shim on here, and I'll go from there. I thought I'd just bring you back for a minute. So these galleys, there's 3 of these, and they're all the way back here at the back of the engine. See those 3 holes right there? And I took the screws out of that too. And all I'm doing is running this brush in and out of them. And I actually hooked this to a drill. Let's see if I can set y'all there for a minute. And I hooked this to a drill. It's kind of cattywampus, but it works good enough for me, for what I'm doing. But instead of just turning it and feeding it in and out by hand, I hooked it to a drill, and I've just been driving it in. I already pushed it in and pulled it out. Now, if everything's right, I'm all the way out, and what I'm hitting is I'm hitting the engine stand back there, and then I'm just putting this thing in reverse. I'm having to pull by hand because this thing works loose on the drill if I pull on it. And all I'm using is a carburetor cleaner. I'll run that through there. Try to clean that up decent. And I made a little, y'all probably getting used to seeing me use stuff from washers and dryers, but that tray is the back side of a washing machine, or the bottom. I think it's the back side, yeah. And I got tired of all my oil falling on the ground. I got one of them trays, a little tray, but yeah, mine's old and it kind of leaks and all that, and I'm kind of tired of a mess. So I went out to the barn and I got that tray and I put it together. I put it together yesterday. It's not draining. I'm gonna get it to where it drains to that hole. And what I think I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take and smash these ribs in a couple spots that will channel all my fluid over there, and I'm gonna find some kind of piece of rubber or something that I can put in that hole and take back out. So, and then I can put a drip pan under there and let it drip into it, and keep it somewhat clean. But that's kind of where I'm at right now. Cleaned up the oil pan. As y'all can see, I'm making a mess. Carburetor cleaner is like the best shit, but it's expensive to keep using. Anyway, I'm hoping that I don't screw this this cam up. I hope. I don't know how I would clean. Well, I know how I'd clean them. I can clean them whenever I take the crank out. I'm gonna take the crank out and look at the bearings and make sure I don't have metal in the bearings. If I don't, I'm gonna put it all back together, the same bearings. But if I do, if there's any sign of metal in my bearings, then I'll clean them up. I'll replace them, but I really don't want to because I'm tired of spending money on this crap. As I said, my other motor, that 406 that I bought from somebody, is no good. Once again, third motor from somebody else, having done it up and all that. And I really don't get it because, I mean, the guy might have figured it out at the end of his season or whatever, because he had it in a car and he was running it. I seen the date and all that kind of stuff. And I bought it pretty soon right after that. So I really thought that I was basically getting a running engine that was coming out of a race car. He was going from dirt modified to asphalt, and I wanted the motor, but again, he got me. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the crank and a few other things to build a 383. Even if I don't stay in racing after this year, I still think I'm gonna build the 383 and see what happens. I might use it for just a regular old build. So we will see. I need to move this crap cam before I knock it over, screw it all up. But anyway, thought I'd bring you back, show you what's going on in the shop for a few minutes. This is on my phone, not my Alright, I'm gonna try to get that out and see if any water comes out. But what I'm gonna end up doing is probably pulling a header. I don't want to, but I will, so I can rotate this motor over and make it easier to get the crank and the rods disconnected and pull it out, so I can look at the piston rod bearings and the crank bearings and then reassemble. So y'all pray for me not having to buy bearings, or feel free to donate some bearings to me. Chevrolet small block 350 standard bearings. Yep, I run an oil dipstick. Yes, I do. I don't know how people are running with their stuff all closed up and just trusting it to still be there and be good. Every third week or whatever, I see oil pans that were completely sealed up. no plug to test to check it, no plug to fill it, or drain it. Apparently they're dropping the oil pan and looking for metal and dropping it. I don't know, but it's just strange to me. I've never seen it, never heard of anybody doing it that way. So, but anyway, we're working on 10 minutes. I'm gonna let y'all go. Look for more video. I'll show y'all more of this when I get it torn down and start going back together. I'll bring you back real quick, do a short video, and then shut you off, and we'll do another short video when I'm done. So yeah, look for a couple small ones, not a long 30-minute to an hour one. So appreciate y'all who tune in. Appreciate the 40 subscribers that I have, although I can't see but like 4 of you. I guess y'all got to turn something on your YouTube profile for people to be able to see that you subscribe to their channels. But anyway, I hope y'all see something and get something out of that. Thanks, y'all. Have a good day, and we'll talk to y'all later.